In less than 10 days from now, Pope Francis will be in Korea for a 5-day visit that will mark his very first trip to Asia. He'll be running on a very tight schedule, making his rounds across the country, meeting with many people, including the victims and bereaved families of the April ferry disaster. Park Ji-won has the details.
The preparatory committee for the visitation of the Holy Father said Tuesday that Pope Francis will meet victims of the Seoul ferry disaster, including surviving students from Danwon High School, during his 5-day visit to Korea. The committee also said it invited North Korean Catholic faithfuls to the Mass for Peace and Reconciliation, which will be held on the last day of the Pope's visit. However, North Korea responded it would be difficult for them to attend the event. The 77-year-old Pope will have a very tight schedule during his cross-country tour, which is his first visit to Asia since his inauguration as pontiff in February 2013. Upon his arrival on Thursday, August 14th, the Pope will hold a meeting with President Park Geun-hye, followed by another with Korean bishops. And on the following day, he will take part in a celebratory mass for the solemnity of the Annunciation in Daejeon, located in Korea's central region. He will have a luncheon with around 20 youth representatives from 17 Asian countries who will be in Korea for the 6th Asian Youth Day celebrations. On the third day of this trip, Pope Francis will celebrate the beatification mass of 124 Korean martyrs who lost their lives mostly during the 19th century under severe religious persecution. He will later meet the disabled in a rehabilitation center called Gotdongnae. On the fourth day, on August 17th, the pontiff will meet with the Asian bishops in Hemi, nation's southwest region, followed by a concluding mass for the 6th Asian Youth Day. On his final day, Pope Francis will celebrate Mass for Peace and Reconciliation in the Myeongdong Cathedral in Seoul, inviting nearly 1,000 people, including former wartime sex slaves during Japan's colonial rule in early 20th century. With Catholics making up around 10% of the Korean population, this visit marks an important milestone, which marks the first trip by a pope to the nation in 25 years, following Pope John Paul II's 2 visits to Korea in 1984 and 1989. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.